Hari Om. Welcome to ANIRUDDHA'S Creative Learners. Today, in this video, we are going to learn details about Alight Motion App, which is first motion graphic app created for the smartphone. We can see this is the Alight Motion App, and there are few options given down: Home, Tutorials, plus icon, projects, and elements. So there are tutorials available over here which are created by Alight Motion app itself. When your internet is on, you can see many tutorials on this Alight Motion app. This option is plus icon to create new project. When you click the plus icon, you can see this project option as well as element option. The project is the project in which you can create different 2D animations. Element is particular element which you want to create in the 2D animation, and you can save that particular element separately, which you can use repetitively next time. This is the name option. You can name the project. These are the artboard sizes. Usually for YouTube, use this. This is the standing, that is vertical orientation, and there are some other different artboard sizes, and this is the last one is custom, means you can make changes as per whatever you desire. This is the frame rate, which is 30 usually, and this is background. We have black, white, light gray, transparent option. You can keep any option, later on you can change. Then click on the create project. Now the project is open. We can see this particular is the stage, or you can say artboard of the Alight Motion app. Click on this plus icon. As soon as we click on the plus icon, we can see different shapes. So we will select one shape. As soon as we tap on the shape, we can see the shape appears in the middle of the artboard. You can drag your finger and create like this. Increase the size of the shape. Or there are options over here in which fill the screen option is there, in which that shape can fill in the screen. This way you can create your own background even if you have selected transparent background. Now each and every object which you add using this plus icon comes in a separate layer. This rectangle layer is there, polygon layer is there. So we can see there are certain icons over here. So this we can see that these numbers are changing. This is the timeline, means this is a stage on which we are coming at 0.21 second. So if you add something plus and then plus icon at 0.21, that particular object will appear on the stage at the 0.21 seconds. So you can see like this. Here it has appeared. So this is the timeline, and this is the point where we are currently. So when you click, it is going to the starting point of the timeline, and when you click this, it will go to the end of the timeline, end of the project. Now there are some options here. Undo option is there. Whatever you have done, you can undo it. There is no limit to it. You can see like this. Okay. And there is one more option over here. Select all layers. You can select the layers. So these are the layers we can see. Layers. It is hide, and you can see that layer like this. You can long press on that particular layer and that layer is selected, and you can select the other layer also. So these are the options for layers. When you select the layers, you start getting these options over here and these options over here. There are certain more options over here. Okay, so we will see these options also. This first option, we can see the dotted line is on the left side. Dotted option means that particular area from the standing line will get deleted. So if I bring it here and click on this particular icon, dotted area means this side area will get deleted. Let's see. So we can see that it got deleted. Now we will see this option. So it splits the particular layer into multiple layers. Okay. Now again we will undo it, and using this we will select all layers rather than pressing that. Okay. Now we will see this particular option. In this option you can see that the area on the right side of this standing line will get deleted, that has become dotted. So we will click here, and now we can see this particular area has got deleted. Now what we will do is we will long press in this particular area and pull it to increase the duration of that particular object. Means that object is remaining in the on the stage for this much duration, that is 2 seconds 12 milliseconds. Okay, so now we will click on this particular object, and if we drag like this and go to the end of the project, see, as we know that this becomes the starting point of the project and this becomes the end of the project. When we go to the end of the project and click here, that particular object, that is the blue square, will get stretched to that level. It will increase in size, increase in duration to that level. Okay, if we click on this, we can see the dotted area and being pulled to the this particular standing line, that is the timeline, current timeline. We will click here. We can see that now this object has also got stretched to that particular level. Okay, now let us see. Again we will press this object and hold it. So this is selected and we are here. Here is also option in which this particular object will be pulled till the timeline level. See, similarly. So when you only hold that particular object, then also you can do it, and you can hold it from here, and from here also you can increase the size of duration of that particular object. Now you can see there is one more option in which this particular option we can see in which this object will move to this particular timeline. So I have selected this object and this timeline, current timeline is over here. I will tap here and it has moved to that level. It has not got stretched in duration. So in the starting part of the timeline it is not there and it has moved to right side. Similarly, it will move to left side when we come to this point and tap here. So we can see it has moved to the this particular object has moved to the left side. Now let us see what are the other options. Okay, this is the orientation, like this orientation of layers, which we will learn later on. Here there is one option which is grouping. So these two layers or the layers which we have selected will get grouped. So we can see that one group is formed, and after the group is formed, we can click here and then ungroup if you want, and you can make changes in particular object. Okay, now we'll select all layers, group, ungroup, and there are mask. We will learn about this masking in separate tutorial. See, there are two different masks. In the first option we saw this outside area got masked, and in this inside area got masked, means hidden. We will learn about mask in detail in another tutorial. So here it is orientation. We can see these two objects. Okay, I will reduce this size. Okay, so this is the square and this is the polygon. So the polygon size has become very small. So there are certain options available over here. So I will talk about this move and transform. See, as soon as we click on the move and transform option, we can see all these parameters over here, and we can see four options over here. So here first object, to move the object, this is to increase the size of the object. So this size, see, size is getting reduced, size is increasing. Okay, we can split the height and breadth. Like this. This is the move option. You can move the object. Okay, you can move directly using your finger, but to be more precise and accurate, you can move using this touchpad. This is the rotate option. You can rotate that particular object. This is the size option. This is the move option, and this is the shearing. Means you can tilt this particular object like this, like this. So these are the options available over here for each and every object. Okay, now let us see what are the other options. This color and fill option is there. You can change the fill. You can make the fill vanish or hide the fill. Click here to change the fill color, and here there are certain options in which you can create gradients as fill, and you can add your own images inside this fill using this particular option. So these are other options of gradients. Central gradient, that is circular radial gradient, and this is the linear gradient. Okay, now we can see border and shadow option. The border is usually switched off by default. We have to click here and to open and show the border, and then you can increase or reduce the size of the border, that is stroke. So you can see this option is selected. So if you select this option, these ends become, see, like this. Okay, use this to show the ends or the bends like this. So these are the options which apply on that. You can change the stroke color by tapping on this option and changing the stroke color. Start. We can have, if we draw a particular line, we will get those options, start and end options. Plus, so we saw these are the options which are there. This is the blending opacity. So there are different blends which show how this particular layer which is on the top of other layer will act on the lower layers. So you can see with this different changes in the layer using this blend option. So these are the blends available, and this is the edge shapes. You can make changes in the shapes using this particular option also. So you can increase the number of size, reduce the size, polygon. Okay, then we have seen this, we have seen this, we have seen this blend option, move and transform, edit shape, and this is the effect option. So effect browser, that is effects option, as well as another option which is called as keyframe. These are the two very important features with which we can make the 2D animation. Now let us see. Click on this effects, add effect, and there are many effects which you can apply on this particular object. So we will use only one for the example, this repeat option. Okay, if we use this particular grid repeat, add standard settings, so we can see this, that it is repeating itself. See, 7 copies. See the position we can change like this. So there are multiple options which are available. So here you can see different options available which you can manipulate to make this particular changes in this particular shape. So effect browser helps you to create effects. We will try to reduce the size of this shape. Okay, we can go to effects, grid effects. See, these are the copies. And these are the different changes which we can see. We can delete a particular option which we have applied. Click here and that particular effect will be deleted. Okay, now we will see the most important part is keyframe animation. See, when we selected this object and we click here, okay, select the object, click move and transform, we can see these 2-3 options over here. These are the most important options. See, if we click here, that keyframe is formed on the timeline, means that particular position is selected by this timeline. Okay, it has been bookmarked, or that particular object will be at that particular place at this point of timeline. Okay, see, I will move this object. See, here I will move this 1 second for 1 second 5 millisecond. I will move this object to this particular level and add another timeline, this keyframe. So if I give it a run, okay, click here. Click here and then move this object here and add keyframe. Okay, you have to use this particular keypad only. Now I have changed the position, so let us play this. We can see that it has moved. So let us see again. We will delete this by tapping here. We will bring another object, this. Okay. Move and transform. Tap on this particular option. So 0.27 seconds. This object will be here. Now I am moving on timeline. 1.10 second. The object will be moved to this particular level. Okay. Now let us see. See, this is the animation. So these keyframes are the particular positions which we give it. Okay, we have only given the other position, that means here, and the app itself moves this particular object. Now we can use this and move up, then move down and go straight out. Okay, so what we did is it has moved up, moved down, and then gone outside. See, like this we can see that particular object animation is created. So there are curves available which will make the movement smooth, because in real world the objects move as per the gravity. See, after we added that particular curve, the upward movement was smooth. See, like this. So regarding this we will learn later on this particular curves. We can make changes in the curves like this. So this is the timeline and this is the speed. See, now the movement is different. So that is the keyframe animation. And using these different options, we can create animations in this particular app. Now you can move the layers up and down by clicking in this corner and then moving down, and you should be able to see these three lines. Okay, then only you can move this. So see, these three lines are there. On those three lines you have to press and move, so that layer will be up or above or down. So now we can see this rectangle layer is down, so it is seen behind this particular circle. Now let us see which other options are there. Okay, when we click on the plus sign, the other options are this particular images and videos. Audio, you can record your own audio and then add it. Elements, whatever elements you create and save, they enter this in this particular section. Alight Motion itself gives particular elements. So this is a freehand drawing in which you can draw freely using these options, like this. And this is the eraser, so you can erase this. So these are the few options which you can use and make drawings over here. And this particular becomes a single object. You can delete this object, click on the plus icon, and here there is a vector drawing. Okay, I will make another tutorial on vector drawing. So using this keypad you can draw, like tap here, then go like this, then tap here, then tap here. Like this you can make your own drawing. Tap here and then click on this, click here to close the shape. The shape is now closed shape, and then later on you can make changes in the shape by using these options, like this. Like this. So this is the vector drawing, and this is the option for text. You can add text over there. You can make the changes in the font, size, and color, like this. Then tick mark here. This object is created. You can increase the size directly using two fingers also. For text also you can add animation. Click here. Okay, we are in the starting part of this particular timeline. We have selected this layer. Click here, move and transform. Add this plus icon. Then move on the timeline. Then move it up. Move it down. Then I am moving the timeline. And I want this object, this particular ACL, to go there this much, and then I want it to come back again in the center, like this. Okay, let's play this. See, it comes back. So now here we can see that this particular area is transparent. We can tap here and pull it to this using this. You can select all layers and bring all layers to this particular current timeline. Select all layers, bring to current timeline. Okay. Now let us run this. So this way we can create animations, vector animations. We can make changes in these shapes also. So we can see that in these shapes there are many options like this. In this shape there are options like this. You can make changes in those shapes and create your own desired shape. So this is all about Alight Motion App. Hope you like this video. Kindly subscribe the channel if you are interested in more such interesting videos. Hari Om Shri Ram Ambadnya Nath Samvit. Thank you for watching the video.